It looks like Jack is in the house. Jack, how are you? Make sure my microphone was turned on there. Let me get my iPad set up here so I can read things better. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Appreciate you. I don't know what the date is. It's like 10th, 11th, or something.
We're all hair tech. We're being you for everything your hair is and nothing that it's not.
I think it's the 10th, right? Let me see if I can find a thing that tells me what day it is. October the 10th. So, thank you guys for being here on Thursday, October the 10th. Appreciate all of you guys. Trying to get going here this fine evening. It's a beautiful day in my part of the world. How about your part of the world? A lot of good news coming out of Florida. I mean, bad news, but good news considering. So, we're kind of very happy to start hearing about, the good that's coming out of Florida. We're making the best out of a not as horrible, worse situation type of thing. So, we'll give a little bit of time for everybody to come in here tonight. Let me trying to get set up to where I can actually do a better job entertaining you guys. Like I said, Thursday, October the 10th, thank you for being here at 7 p.m. Weather's about 72 degrees outside. It's beautiful. 9 people in the house, 3 thumbs up. Thank you. Drop us a comment. Let us know who's here. Say hi to everybody. Let's get the chat on. We got a lot to chat about. So, give you a little bit of update what's happening in America. For you folks that are not in America, Milton has passed, hurricane. A lot of damage in Florida. Only good news is there's not as much damage as there was. We got a friend who just came in, said, Ligman Newts says hi from Florida. Scott, expat in the Philippines, hi. How are you, buddy? We appreciate you being here, Scott. How are you and the family? That's what I want to know. How's things going? Florida got hit hard, but not as hard. It could have been so much worse, I guess is my point. We have friends on both sides of the coast, and they are, of course I appreciate you being here. I just said that. Were you not listening? Hey, if you don't like it, you can just get off. I don't really care. I greeted you, I acknowledged you, and if you have a problem with it, get off. So, all right, that's better. Scott, how are things? Yeah, we prayed for Florida. I mean, we have friends on both sides of the coast. And I know they got their asses kicked again. But the good thing is, they're all saying it just wasn't as bad as it really could have been. I know there's, just a disaster. It's going to take a long time to clean up and work through. But I did hear a little bit ago that there are people starting to head back down south into Florida to check on their homes, to check on their property. And supposedly the main roads are open, is what I've been told. So that, but gas stations are closed, power's out. So if it's a long drive for you, I got a gnat in the house. So, Scott says, I'm doing fine. Good, Scott. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I appreciate you and your support and you guys over there, Scott. And Scott, I don't know why you're not blue, but we're going to make you blue. I'm making you blue, buddy. The next chat there. Henry's here. HTN is here. How are you, buddy? Jack is in the house. Everybody say hi to Jack. Everybody say hi to Scotty. Everybody say hi to Gordo 2131. Don't forget to say hi to Ligmanitz. Man, I'm sure I'm not saying your name right, but everybody say hi to him. Sir, I'm not going to lie, but you look like my wife's boyfriend. All right. I actually get told that I look like George Clooney a lot, Tom Cruise, you know. So I'm used to that. I am. I'm used to people saying I look like somebody that I'm not. Well, it sounds like if your wife's boyfriend looks like me, it sounds like your wife is a very, very lucky woman to get somebody who looks like me. But so thank you for being here. You guys give us thumbs ups as you come in, please. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do that. And of course, for all you new folks, the super chat is always open and available. Yeah, Scott, massive damage all the way around. A lot of it. The only good thing is I think the governor of Florida did an outstanding job as much as he could to prepare, to get things set up. I think he did a really good job. And I think now if the federal government stays out of Florida's way, they can get back up and running pretty quick. So, because we're still hearing horror stories about government interference in South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia from that hurricane. So sometimes you got to let the people do what the people does best. I need a beer today, not a good day. Jack's not having a good day. Gordo 2131 says yes. So also, they tell me I look like Brian, what was that guy's name? Brian, let me Google it. Brian, he's an old guy now. Marhama, hello from Morocco. Well, thank you for being here. Make sure you give me a thumbs up as you come in, and everybody say hi to each other. If you have channels, let us know. YouTube channels, and we will definitely go visit your channel and give you some support. And that's what everybody does in my little pack world, my pack. So how are you in Morocco? What's going on in Morocco? If there's one particular food or drink that Morocco is known for, and if I traveled there and I wanted to taste something that was truly Moroccan, what would it be? Tell me what it'd be. Our good friend Scott says we have been getting news from Florida. Maybe I can read it here. News from Florida since the start, David. My friend Nico and Popeye are all safe. They had a tornado hitting Florida before the hurricane and came to, yes. Scott is saying hi to you, Jack, hoping that you're doing well. Yeah, there's a lot of tornadoes that spun up on kind of like the south side of the eye. So they had a lot more tornadoes than they ever thought they were going to. Tornadoes are bad. I mean, we had a tornado here on Memorial Day that did more damage than ever before in this part of the country with tornadoes. And we're still recovering from the tornadoes that hit us. Our good friend Kiko's in the house. Thank you for being here, Kiko. You look like a jolly fisherman. Well, good. Is that a good thing, Kiko? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yusuf says, her parents or siblings? My parents are dead. I've had better 5 years. Let me read it, Jack. Let me slow down. I've had better days 5 years ago. Scott the expat in the Philippines. So I think Jack is saying he hasn't had a good day in 5 years. I mean, I'm trying to, you know. That's the nicest thing you can come up with, Kiko. Well, I'll take it. I take it. I try to be happy. I mean, when you're me, it's hard to be happy, to be honest. I have to work at it, and I do love to go fishing. This isn't a fishing outfit, though. This is a styling and profiling. I mean, I'm going to teach you guys how to look good. If you guys want to know how to dress, styling and profiling wise, I'm your man. Jack is saying hey to you. Scott, the expat, is in the house, Kiko, one of our good friends. He's hoping that you have a speedy and healthy recovery golf. Oh, nice. I fished yesterday, caught turtles. So, how did you do on your golf game? You guys make sure you give us some thumbs up as you come in, if you would, please. We would greatly appreciate the thumbs up, the super chats, and all of that you guys do. So how'd you do in golf? Scott is saying hi to you. Salman is saying I'm an old man. This is pretty true. Something about Buddha Salava. You know, Buddha's famous. I take every compliment I can get, man. Under 5. Won the old man scramble. Woohoo! Our good friend Scott is saying hi to you, Solomon. Did you give me a thumbs up when you come in? Come on, give us a thumbs up. Tell us where you're from, what you like to do. All of those good things so we can get to know you a little bit. But yeah, I'm happy to be an old man. I worked hard for this gray hair. You know? My wife doesn't like it. You know, she wishes I would dye my hair so I look young again when I married her, but I don't mind being old. I don't mind it at all. You know, I feel like we've paid our dues. You can call me bro. Sure, I am 22 years old. My dog. Hey. I changed locations, if you guys didn't notice, for this live stream. I'm hanging out in the kitchen. So I'm kind of just hanging out here versus outside or in the office. So hope you guys don't mind. You cannot be older than me, David. 59. You and I are real close. I think you're 2 away from me. We both look good and young, just like Ken. Ken Hunger's in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up as you came in. Ken's young like us too, man. I don't feel sorry. No need to apologize. Scott saying hi to you, Ken. I'm really sorry, bro. Don't be sorry about anything, man. I'm not sorry for anything. Scott, good to see you. It is good to see Scott. What's the beverage? Oh, kind of missed the... No, you don't, Kiko. You don't miss that damn fish tank noise. It was... I went back and listened to some of that. That thing's loud. It was loud. So I filled it up with water, but I've been working today a little bit on the house because Halloween's coming and we got another shipment of Halloween decorations. Oh, the drink of choice tonight is Red Horse. I'm going to drink these. I got 2 of them left from James Robinson, my good friend, California. So I still have 2 left because I've been hoarding them. So I'm going to drink these 2 before the Halloween party because I'm not sharing my Red Horse with anybody but Henry. If Henry says I'm coming, I'll save Henry one. But I'm not giving it to anybody else, especially the people that stole my pork belly. Henry says, I can still lie about my age. I can lie about mine. I can do it. I do it every day. It just doesn't mean it's true. Someone is asking, by the way, what do you do? What you do in YouTube? I'm one of the largest YouTube channels there is. I give money away to small channels. So I take donations, super chats from people, and I take that money and I give it to people that need it. We do videos and live streams. We do dance contests. We do all kinds of things here on YouTube. But that's my primary goal. I funnel money from the rich and give it to the poor. Oh, I almost knocked my camera over. Hold on, guys. Ken says, thanks, Scott. Try to keep a low profile, being famous and all. He is guapo, man. He's the man. I should be able to head your way. Great. I'll keep one of the red horses just for you. Maybe I can get James to send me some more. I have to reach out to him. I can give you an iPhone 6. Yes. 16. Absolutely. All you need to do is drop me a super chat for $2,000 and I will get you an iPhone 16. Absolutely. San Miguel is my preferred drink. San Miguel, I think Jack likes the light also. Oops, crap. I don't like light beer. I prefer like a Guinness myself. Let me get this. Oh, maybe that's my problem. There we go. My wife is messaging me again. She knows we're live, so she's checking in on us. So everybody behave on here because my wife is watching and checking up on us. He's primary matchmaker for buy. Man, what is wrong with this? I'm going to have to change this. I don't want to knock you guys on the ground. Ken's doing, Scott's doing great, Ken. No. That's not a funny answer, Solomon. It's the correct answer. Just super chat me $2,000 and I will make sure you get an iPhone 16. All right? I can only drink Red Horse if it's ice cold. Yeah, I like mine ice cold too. Warm Red Horse doesn't work. Jack, not in the budget. What's in the budget as soon as he gives me the budget? Poured over ice. Oh, no, I can't do poured over ice. I don't like beer and ice. I just want it ice cold. She's playing with her knee. What? I missed something? Who's playing with their niece? I don't have any nieces. Did I miss something? Oh, primary matchmaker for buy. Oh, is that where you're going, Kiko? So Henry's saying, no, Buy is playing with her niece. All right, I'm with you, man. You know me, I'm kind of slow. I do YouTube for a living. That's it. I do YouTube. I'm a self-made millionaire, self-made man, and I do YouTube for a living. So that's how I can afford this really nice hat. See this beautiful hat? Like this? This is made out of corduroy. See this? This is a beautiful hat. Yeah, I'm sure Bai's doing good. Henry's saying she's playing with her niece. She'll probably do live streams later tonight and all that good stuff. So, man, it's exciting. Good to have you all here. We need some more thumbs up. We got 16 people watching. 6 thumbs up. Let's make sure you guys that if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I'm a millionaire. I am one of the most wealthiest people that you would ever meet. Far and beyond your imagination. That's why I tell you, send me $2,000 on a super chat, USD money, United States money, and I will be happy to send you an iPhone 16. And Ohio, what is living, what? And oh, what a living it is. That's right. I'm living in, ow, I hurt my toe. Crap. I'm styling and profiling, man. I'm making a living. Here, you know how good my life is here. Watch. Oh, I don't want you to see it. Woo-wee! Make sure you give us some likes. You got to hit that like button. You got to subscribe to the channel. Woo-wee! Part of my wife's Halloween decorations. We're going to have fog and smoke and soap bubbles everywhere. So give me iPhone with your money. I can't. That's not how the rule is. My agreement with Apple is that I have to get $2,000 USD first, and then I can send you an iPhone. All right. So, but that's my agreement with Apple, and I can't break that agreement. Our good friend Scott is saying, when I first got my first phone, I could use Wi-Fi all over the place. Now they have changed things around. I can only use Wi-Fi here at home and use data outside. But boy, you pay for it. Yes, you do. You're the biggest thing outside of Morocco. From our good friend Kiko's. Bubbles, you're swimming in bubbles. Bubbles, you're swimming. I'm swimming. But I have agreement with a lot of these corporations that pay me millions of dollars a year, and we have to do things a certain way, and that's just how it is. Well, you don't have hotspots on your phone where you get go to Walmart or a big store or somewhere where your phone can just connect to the free Wi-Fi? You don't have that? God. You need the cash gun. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, Henry, I do need one of those. Man, that would be cool. I could pretend I'm like Jack Doherty, who just smashed his McLaren and almost killed his best friend. But hey, he only gives free iPhones to extended family. Oh, God, Kiko. Don't fire me up, Kiko. Don't you go firing me up. Looks like we got 14 still in the house. Appreciate y'all. Oh my God. No, so Scott, you guys don't have the free Wi-Fi bouncing around? We have it everywhere. I mean, I walk into Walmart and it says, would you like to connect to our Wi-Fi? Hell no, I don't want to connect to your Wi-Fi. I can't connect to them. Is your, on my phone, and look, I'm not my wife's the smart one, as you all know. Tim is in the house. Good to see you, Tim. Thank you for the thumbs up, buddy. There's a thing on mine that you can slide that either allows me to find those or don't find those. So everybody say hi to Tim. Tim Scott's here. Kiko's here. We got Jack in the house. Ken is here, bracing us. Henry, Jack, we were talking this morning about Lorelai's car. I think I got that figured out. I didn't get it fixed yet, but I know what happened. Simple Man's Journey, good evening. Everybody say hi to each other if you would. Subscribe to each other's channels. So, my good friend Young Sanders out of Texas is in the house. Good evening to everybody. Thank you for being here, buddy. We appreciate you. How are things going? I know you're probably off work by now, right? Did you have a better day at work this week, today, versus yesterday when you guys were shorthanded? Yeah, I got to talk to a lot of my Florida friends. They got damage, no question. But everybody I know personally is safe. They are definitely stressed and worried about their damage. I got some on the East Coast who got very little damage. Got some on the West Coast down south that got their asses kicked. Let's see. So everybody make sure you say hello to everybody. Scott says, I can connect if I need to, but I find it's a pain. Okay. How are things going in the Philippines? Yep. How are things in the Philippines for anybody who's in the Philippines? Let us know what's going on. Today was crazy, still shorthanded. Well, I told you I'm going to come down there and I'm going to work for you. I'm going to do it for free too. It's not a car, it's a Subaru. That's right. It's a Subaru. What happened, Kiko, the knob of the gear shifter came off. And Lorelai said something popped and flew through the car. But I was able to connect the boot back to the knob to hold it in place, but it still wants to go up and down. But I did some Googling today and found out what happened. So Sanders says, my grandkids are good, no damage, nice. That is good news. we have some friends over in the Cocoa Beach area. They got a lot of like, their fence was kind of weak, so their fence went down. Barbecue grill went somewhere, stuff like that. A lot of plant damage. And then we got some other friends I talked to on Facebook who got some reports about his house. He said his house is still standing, but he doesn't know the extent of the damage, but he does know it's still standing. He's trying to figure out if the roads were open up so he can go down there. Simple Man is asking, what's up with you, HTN? Senator McGann gives us eight, nothing much, simple. Tim says, sunshine, sunshine, sunshine in the Philippines. Yeah. Jack says, me at the moment, Dave. Meet me at the moment, Dave. What? Me at the moment, Dave. I really don't care about being here anymore. Oh, I understand your frustration with the Philippines, Jack. I get it. I know your situation. I understand it. Ken says, traded in to get a Honda. No. Oh. I offered to trade Lorelei's car in to get her a Lexus the other day because this is about 6 months ago. I don't know, we went somewhere and there's a brand new, maybe we went to I don't know. We went somewhere and there's this beautiful brand new Lexus. And I got in it, they were for sale, of course, and I'm like, damn, we need to trade your car in for this because it was not that much. And she's like, no. So the answer is no, Ken. I can't trade her car. She doesn't want to get rid of her Subaru. And next year, I'm going to buy a Lincoln. I'm going to buy the Lincoln Aviator. I think that's what it's called, the middle SUV. But I'm going to try to find a used one with 30,000 miles or less for about $30,000. That's what I'm going for. Trade it in, get a Honda. Scott says, hey, Tim, Nico and Popeye made it through the same. Tom from Tom and Roof. Yeah, I saw Tom and Roof thing earlier. Venture sent a video of twisters in his area. Yeah, they had twisters, and a lot of them. So I saw his video earlier too, Tom and Roof's. He said it was his worst time ever. I tell you, I thought when I saw his video, I thought, holy crap, man, I can relate because we went through Odette in the Philippines. When it hit, we were dead center of Odette. We got, Odette beat us up. That's a God image, the gear shifter thing. I know. Well, then trade her for a woman that wants a Honda. There, oh my goodness. Hey, it's funny that you said that. Lorelei gave me an anniversary card that says that it's like this little card, and I had to sign it because basically it said that by giving you this card that you agree that I can't get rid of her. So, I can't trade her in. There's no trade-ins or give-backs, is what her point was. No trade-ins, no give-backs. So, yeah. I don't know. Can't do it. But I was thinking about buying the Baja next year, the Subaru Baja when it comes out. But now I think I'm just going to buy a Lincoln and keep my old beat-up fishing truck as a truck versus taking the Baja. So, hey, you like that image about the gear shifter? You know how it works? Because here's the gear shifter, and here's the knob. It popped off. I got in the car, and it popped off like this. And I'm like, Lorelei, what happened to your car? She's like, I don't know. Something flew off of it and went way over yonder. And I'm like, did you find it? No. And so we got to look through the car to see if we can find it. So I was able to put it back on and use it. Then I was able to connect the boot to it, right? And so now the knob doesn't go up, it doesn't come off. It just comes up a little bit, right? And I'm going to go in the car and see if I can find what it is there's a little wire, like a C-clamp or C-clip, that holds that in place. And somehow it just popped off. So it's somewhere in the car. If I can't find it in the car, I'm going to just order one. We'll trade her in. Can't, no trade-ins. Nice, Ken. Kiko burns you. Get out of jail free card. Yes, I did. I burned it to the ground. I have no get out of jail free card here. What about re-gifting? Yeah, we can re-gift. I'm not sure let me re-gift her though. I don't know. Might be hard to kind of wrap her up. But those are the rules in this house. I can't get rid of her. Can't trade her in. I don't know about, I'm going to ask her tonight. She may be listening about re-gifting. Scott says, I have a Mitsubishi Challenger 4x4. Does great on gas. Ken's enjoying himself. Well, I'll tell you, Lorelai's car, I spent $1,000. I bitched about this already. We spent like $900 on brand new tires. And I will say when we went to Oklahoma in it, it got probably 25% better gas, 25 to 35% better gas mileage with brand new tires than we had on the old tires. But still, $900 down the drain for a 25,000 mile car. There never should be a lean key behind the shift, David. An Allen key. Well, what the internet showed me was, and I'm not a car guy at all. You guys probably figured that out. But there's like where they connect like this. If this is the shaft where the true shifter is, where the fancy part connects, all's holding it on is a wire that looks kind of like a C-clamp or a C washer. It's just wire, and you just toop, or pull it out, and that comes off. That's all that holds it in on the Subaru. So, Ken's going to say, see, Hondas are better than that. Hondas don't do that. Yeah, I mean, it's a little clip. And Lorelai said that, it flew off into the car somewhere. She just doesn't know where. The good thing, it has to be in the car because she doesn't ever roll down the windows. I know it's in the car. Yeah, you have to beat me to it. Hondas don't do that. See, I knew you were going to do that, Ken. I knew it, man. What's the luxury car of Honda? What's the luxury car for Honda? Can't remember. Charles is in the house. Hey, dropped you and gave you a like. Thank you, Charles. We appreciate you being here. The thumbs up. We really do. We're having a good time tonight. Everybody's here. Say a hi to everybody, Charles. And Charles, everybody say Lexus. So Lexus is that brand. Okay, so how do you even know that? Acura? Acura. Lexus is Toyota. The Acuras are Hondas. The Genesis are Hyundais. Right? Am I getting that right? And Mazda doesn't have one, right? Kiko says Acura. But Charles, thank you for being here. Say hello to everybody. Charles, I can't remember if you have a YouTube channel or not. Jack is agreeing with, Jack has surrendered and said, you were right, Ken. Yes, Lexus is Toyota and Acura. I like the Acuras, to be honest. I've looked at, I really did. The Lexus and I like them. But Lorelai doesn't want to give up her Subaru for anything right now. Infiniti is Nissan. Okay. The Genesis is Hyundai, right? Hi, everybody, from Charles A. I have, but it's just not for fun. Okay, you're not working it. You're not making it $1 million like my channel. Yeah, Lexus ain't Nissan. No, it can't be Nissan. Lexus is Toyota. Scott is saying hello to Charles. But the Genesis cars, they look really good, but are they good? Does anybody know if the Genesis, it looks cool inside, but I still kind of just, go, eh. But I need to buy a luxury car for myself because I spent 4 hours one way in her Subaru. And man, and then we spent four, by the end of the night, when I got home 16 hours later from the trip, I was about dead. So I'm really, yeah, Lexus is Toyota. Charles is laughing at all of us. I've been selling Hondas for 37 years. Geez, I need to retire. 2 more years and you can do it. You can do it. 2 more years, buddy. And when you retire, it's okay to send me a free car. Okay? Don't be shy about that. Do not be shy. Send that free car to me. Hell, I'll come pick it up. You just call me. I'll come pick it up. Tim says all the fancy cars are out of my price range. They're out of mine too. I was going to steal it. I wasn't going to buy it. I was just going to liberate it from the parking lot. Forgot the free car. Are you nuts? Forget the free car. But, man, I was so beat up after that day. I thought, man, I'm not going to buy the Subaru new pickup truck that's coming out that I'd really like to have. I already have a pickup truck that runs just fine. I'm going to get that damn Lincoln. I'm going to go look at other luxury cars. I'm going to get one slightly used. And when we travel, we're going to take that because my back don't want to get tortured like that. Kiko is saying the best Hyundai Accord was 1992. Was that the square one? Kind of a square, smaller one? Is what I'm thinking your 92 was. I don't think I've ever owned a Honda. I've owned a Honda motorcycle, but not a Honda car. But right now, Lorelei, she's really happy with her Subaru. And look, instead of rocking the boat, trying to convince her of anything, just let her keep her Subaru, right? It should last forever, 10, 15 years, which is forever in my world. Scott says, the Honda Accord, I think, David, I detailed Ford, Hyundai, Mitsubishi's, secondhand dealers and auto auctions now. I work as a career. Great, that's cool. I don't want to Google it. You Google it. All right, I'll Google it. Kiko's always making me do stuff, man. He's either getting me fired up where I get a yellow card from YouTube telling me I'm bad. What was it again? 1992? Got to remember how to type. Yeah, kind of a square. Had the slanted but the squared back. Yeah, I remember this car. I do. Tim, I get a, what'd you say, Tim? I got to pull Tim back up. Tim says, if you get a new car, you will get calls and emails about getting your extended warranty. Oh, God, yeah. We get calls on cars we don't even own anymore. That's what's funny. Would you like to would you like to have an extended warranty on your 1902, Model T? No, I don't want to do that. Charles says, I just buy one that has transmission dipstick. Most of the new ones don't. Really? I didn't know that. So Charles, you're saying most of the new cars don't have a dipstick for the transmission? I didn't know that. I wonder why. I guess they don't want you to work on them. So it kind of makes sense. Maybe they take it away so, you have to bring it into the dealership. Scott says, Subarus are good getting the dealerships to fix it. Yeah, I just don't want to pay the, $120 an hour for a mechanic to put a little spring on it, so I'm gonna try to do it. But Subaru, it's, you know, yeah, I know you said the suburbs, but I know you meant Subaru. Wow. I don't know. So we learned something new, guys. I guess maybe the only dipsticks are the ones driving the car. That's what we thought today. I had to take Lorelai running around looking for Christmas stuff. I mean, Halloween shit and stuff. I mean, decorations. Kid says, I like Hondas because I make my living from them. And Volvo, oh, I like Volvos. And Volvos because they are like tanks. I like Volvos. I've just never seen a really nice, comfortable seat in a Volvo. Maybe I'm wrong these days. I've driven a few that friends had, and I really, really like Volvos, but I don't want to go across country in it. Jack, are you still there? Are you still hanging in? So I don't know what we're gonna do. I think I can fix Lorelai's car, and I don't. I might have to order that part if I can't find it. But I may get a magnet out. I got a really strong little magnet, and I may rub it on the seats and on the carpet and see if it, you know, might pick it up. So I might do that this weekend, you know. So I don't know. But man, we had crazy drivers today. We were going to the dollar store and Walmart and some other place, and man, it was just crazy out today. It's like everybody was drunk and high. It's like, no, man, it's like I was in the Philippines. We don't need any rules, you know. I had two people honk at me and give me the finger today. Can you believe that? Somebody honking at me and giving me the finger. That's just not very nice, is it? Kiko says, I'm restoring a 1991 Mitsubishi Galant VR4 retirement project. That's cool. I think we talked about that before, Kiko. Scott, the old cars are better, easy to service, built to get in out, to get out if you get hit, yes. And an accident. Yes, I agree with you, man. Charles says, I drive a Chevy 4x4, but I'm a hunter and a fisherman. Plus, I can work on a Chevy. There you go. I don't work on anything. I work on my truck, kind of. Ken says, I'm not drunk and high yet, but I'm working on it. Man, I feel like I'm in the Philippines with all the damn dogs in this neighborhood barking. Henry says, you should drive my 1948 Mercury. It's a comfortable car to drive long. Well, that's what I need. What the hell are these people doing out there? I swear. I get people that walk in the neighborhood, but we got some of them that think it's funny with their dogs to stop at everybody's fence and get the other dogs riled up and let their dogs sniff each other, you know, instead of just walking. Look for a Lincoln Mark V. Yes, yes. What the is going on out there? Hold on, guys. We may have the aliens landed. Hey, knock it off. I'm busy here. I like the old Mark V's. I really do. I like the old Mark V's. But the one I like now is the Aviator. If I could find it at the right price, I kind of like their top of the line. I can't remember what it's called, like the Blackout Edition or something. It looks really cool. Well, the illegal aliens are all out of Georgia, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. There's a lot of drama happening in America, guys. A lot of drama. I know where one is at for sale. Somebody's giving us some love. Thank you. It's probably my wife. Sees how sexy I am tonight. I'm too sexy for my son. Yeah, there's one over here in Bentonville for sale. That's perfect. It's not the blackout edition, but it's the right color of red. There's two different reds, like a burgundy and a red. And it has the right colored interior because I hate black interior. I don't like black interior. Charles, can you buy Red Horse in the United States? Yes, you can. And I'll tell you where. Ken, I'm not familiar with the Mark 7. He might have meant the Mark 5. Is there a Mark 7? Charles, yes. It's very difficult to find, but you can buy it. There's a store chain called Sifu City, which is one of the greatest stores I've ever been into my life. Early 90s two-door. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm going to Google that. So there's a chain of stores called Seafood City. If you ever get the chance, there are only, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 of them in the nation. California has a few. Las Vegas, Chicago, now Houston, Texas is the newest one. They are an Asian store that kind of specializes in Filipino food and Filipino goods. But they also have stuff from Thailand, everywhere else. Oh, this is the one with the weird slanted back. It has a little bit of a trunk bump, and it has that weird kind of slanty back. Scott says, I have a border collie. She's great for CJ and friendly as can be. Chases the ducks. Ducks around the, oh yeah. But doesn't hurt the ducks, that's good. And then she just lays there and watches them, I bet. She got chased by a goose. Yeah, we've done that. We've taken our dogs to the park where the geese are, and my dogs want to chase them until they get, until the goose decides no, and they turn around and, so my dogs are tough dogs until they become cowards. Charles is asking for, oh, is that gin? You can buy gin here. I think what you're trying to say is gin, correct, Charles? I think that's at just everyday liquor stores. Kiko's on a Google trip tonight. That's right, spelling is all good. Okay, but is it gin? You just forgot the R. Okay, Scott says. Kiko's hump pack, yeah. Because your spare tire's not there. Back in the day, when they would have the spare tire, set on the back, on the bumper, and that was cool. But this is more like a fake one. Rum, okay. I knew it was something. But yeah, you can buy that anywhere in the United States, all over the place. But if you get a chance, go to Seafood Cities. They got fresh food. They usually have there's usually a Jollibee or a Red Ribbon and even a Chowking close by or inside of the grocery store itself. They will have street food all through it, along with live shrimp and lobster and fish and everything you could ever imagine. Everything from every Asian country you can imagine. But they more lean towards Filipino. There's a heavy Filipino there. You can buy beer from almost any country. One or two beers. They don't have every beer that's sold. They do have San Miguel Light. And they have Red Horse. It's cheap rum, loved by. Oh, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of it not. Okay, I know what you guys are talking about. That's not sold here. I've never seen it here. Lorelei showed it to me when we were living in the Philippines. I was thinking of gin. There's a gin that is kind of spelt like that. I think it's kind of like in a blue bottle. Oh, it's in a green bottle. I was thinking of Tanqueray. Let me show you. That probably is not very good, but that's what I was thinking he was talking about. Because I don't mind gin and tonics. I like gin and tonic. So once in a while I'm out and about, I'll have a gin and tonic. Kiko is asking, where are you talking about? Spelling is optional in the Philippines. Is cheap rum. Where are you talking about? Are you talking about the seafood cities, or are you talking about the cheap rum in the Philippines? It's a local rum, if I remember right, only in the Philippines, really. It's pretty cheap too. I remember that. Love it, Ken, since it's a nice drop. There's a hamburger chain in San Antonio, Texas, that has over 200 different brands of beer. Holy crap. Beer from all over the world. Wow, that is crazy. Ken says, oh, you will drop you for sure, Scott. I drink Bundaberg rum here in Australia. Comes in two types, red rum and original. I'd like to try it. Yeah, Kiko Seafood Cities. There might be one close to you. Well, close, relative. I know there's one in Chicago. I can't remember if there's one in Pittsburgh or not. Vegas, California, now Houston, Texas, and there's only about 12 or 15 of them, I think, in the United States. Oh, let me Google it. I'm going to tell you guys exactly. Because if you ever get a chance to go to a seafood city, you should go. I love them. And James, my good friend James out in San Francisco, that's where who sends me all the cool shit. And that's where he sent me this Red Horse from. And when we were in Las Vegas on vacation, I bought some there. Let's see if I can find their locations. Man, they got good stuff. And it's freshly cooked. All right, here's all the locations. Chicago, brand new one just opened up in Maui and Waipa, Hawaii. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in California. And maybe 6 or 7 more opening up in Northern California. Nevada, Las Vegas, Arroyo, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. So there's 3 of them there. San Diego, Seattle, Texas, Houston, Texas has 1. So that's where you can find them at. You can find them in Canada too, apparently. Maybe Dennis can get them in Canada. Yeah, it says right here, Hawaii. Oh, Honolulu. Okay, you're saying Honolulu. Yeah, on their thingy, it says they just opened up one in Maui. It says now open Maui. And then Waipahu, which is spelled Waipahu. So I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it at all. But there's one apparently there in Hawaii. But we've been to the Las Vegas one. And if we ever get to Southern Texas, we'll try to check into the one in Houston, Texas. We went out Saturday night for dinner to the Boiling Crab. Very nice. The video is on my, okay, Scott, you can drop your link. Look, that's the other thing. If I didn't tell you guys, anybody that has a wrench, you guys are welcome to drop your link. You don't got to ask permission. You can share a video out. You can do whatever. You don't got to ask permission. But we'll definitely go and check out the video. We, Kiko will love this one. I've been doing a whole bunch of little shorts. I'm working on a whole bunch of shorts where I talk about, I give relationship advice. And Lorelai, when she gets home tonight, she's supposed to make a couple of videos about her Halloween decorations. So she's going to start doing her Halloween decorating and stuff. So she's going to be doing some of that. Yeah, you know, it really is a long commute for us. You know, even if the closest one is Houston, Texas. Houston is 11 hours. And we haven't been there because it's brand new. But we've been to the Jollibee in Houston, the Jollibee in Dallas, Texas, the Red Ribbons in Houston, Texas. There's a new Jollibee in Florida. I know that. I think it's in Tampa. It's probably underwater now. But there is a Jollibee in Florida now. You can't even pronounce standard English names now trying Hawaii. I know, really. Right, Kiko? I can barely talk at all. Well, you know, I don't pronounce the Filipino words either, so, you know. Can you pronounce that? You pronounce it. Angeles City is in the Philippines. Is that what I said? Angeles City? I didn't say Los Angeles? Maybe that's one of those Floridian slips. Maybe that's what that was. I was thinking about the Philippines, but I meant Los Angeles. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Later on, fellas, time for me to call Maureen and see what's going on in the Bamboo Mansion. Well, Ken, tell her we said hi. Tell her Lorelai said hi, and we hope she's doing well, buddy. And I'll be up at your place tomorrow to pick up my free Honda. Kiko says, my wife just made pork adobo. I don't care for it. I don't like adobo. Jack, if Jack's here, Jack likes adobo. But I don't like adobo. I really don't. I don't like the fact that they use the damn bones. I don't want busted up bones in my food. Scott saying, see you, Ken. Our love to you and Maureen, from Marlene and CJ. Yes. Yeah, I don't like adobo either. I just don't find it very charming. I make good adobo. I've made adobo here, and the Filipinos go batshit crazy over it. But I don't like it. I don't like chicken adobo. I don't like pork adobo. I just don't. Ken says, thanks, Scott. I'll pass it on. I thought about making adobo flavored ice cream. Snowy the dog. That's right. You forgot the dog. I don't know where my dogs went. They know I got mad at them. So they went to go bed or something. I don't know where. They're probably under the table. I'm sitting at our kitchen table. So the dogs are probably under the table hoping I will drop food, even though there's no food up here. You know. But that's all right, right? You guys want some more bubbles? What do you think of them bubbles? Are you guys jealous of my bubbles? And we have flashing strobe lights. Let me see if I can show you those. Don't look at the kitchen sink, it's dirty. See, we got flashing strobe bulbs and going on there. And then Lorelai bought a bunch of purple light bulbs to go in our chandelier. Apparently she's making some kind of fancy ghosty chandelier to go over the chandelier we already have in the kitchen table. Kiko, I will eat that chicken. You'll eat the chicken? See, I think the chicken is worse because I don't like the chopped up, busted up chicken bone. So quiet without the waterfall? I know. Well, I could, I could let some water go if that would make you happy. I prefer the quiet. I love all types of Filipino food, but the milkfish, the bangus, the fish, too many bones. Yep, and milkfish. The shark has no bones. I got a lava lamp in my office, but we have these purple light bulbs that are going to go into the chandelier. I don't know. We got purple and orange Halloween lights. We got a smoke machine. We got a misting machine. We got a laser projection machine that projects ghosts on the walls. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to get a part-time job just to pay for Halloween. Yeah, I don't like the milkfish either. Lorelai likes it, of course, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I love fish, but I don't like milkfish. But I do cook it for her from time to time. But I really do like Filipino food. There's just the heavy vinegar things like the adobos, I don't really care for. So I will get more videos up soon. Great. I've just working on my house floor plans at the moment. Nice. Well, you should do a video about that. I know that's what I was telling somebody today is, this is the year 2024. Next year, we're going to try to go on a European cruise to the Mediterranean if there's not World War IV happening. So we're not going to go to the Philippines next year at all. And so that's 2025. We need to go there about 2027 and decide what to do with the land, whether we're going to build some rental houses on it or not. So in the year 2027, I think we got to go back just so that we can figure out, are we going to profit off the property by selling it? Or are we going to hang on to it? Or are we going to try to build a couple rental houses? I don't know. But we'd like to go back in the spring for a friend's wedding, but we just can't do it. Lorelai doesn't have enough vacation days to do that. And I don't want her to burn all of her vacation days, guys. So. Oh, Kiko, fish and chips. Holy smoking butt farts. I love fish and chips. Oh my God, I think fish and chips. Oh man, when we were in Vegas, we tried hard as hell to go to Gordon Ramsay's fish and chip restaurant, but there was a line so far backed up in the streets, I couldn't just stand there all the day long and wait. My God, I love fish and chips. They have a chili dish in the Philippines. It's nice with meat. I really like the Filipino dish, and we make it here, and I make my version, and Lorelai makes the real version. What it is kind of like ground pork or ground beef, chopped up carrots and potatoes, and maybe some peas, if I remember right. I consider it kind of like poor man's stew, because that's what it reminds me of, stuff that we ate as a kid, with some vegetables in it and some meat. Man, but I really love that stuff. I love that stuff. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, they probably already did, right? Maybe I can claim their house. Well, I would claim their house, wouldn't I? Because it would be illegally built, Scott is saying, we have land in Sogod, Cebu, and Cordova, but Cordova, we are selling that piece of land. All right, we have land up in Bogo, Cebu. Craig is in the house. Craig, good evening. How are you? We got a couple Australians in the house. We can't blame them for where they are. We can't hold that against them. Probably the worst cuisine in the world for Craig, he says. The only problem I have with Filipino food, and I've talked about this, so it's not a big shocker, is it always looks messy. And I prefer food like Japanese food that looks clean and neat and organized. So I like Filipino food, but I don't like how messy it looks. Kiko saying hi to you, Craig. Craig, are you working? How's things going? Craig saying hello back to you. Michael McFarland is in So Good. So Good. So God. Good God. I don't know how you pronounce it. How's Michael doing? Has he been around? Tim says Angeles City is listed as the culinary capital of the. Really? Really? Huh. I know the people in Cebu 1,000% think their Cebu lechong is the Filipino national dish. That they make the best pork, the best lechong. Cebu, lechong is, I know that's what they told me 5 million times. Craig says, I just woke up, guys. Come on, man, give me a break. Changed the clock this week, so late. Scott says, we brought ours from Arlene's cousin, and we're going to build Australia, Queensland style. Nice. That would be cool. That would be cool. We bought some property up by where they're supposed to be building a Robinson Mall and an airport. And we're thinking about building rental properties on it and as an investment thing for Lorelei. But, then we have to hire a company to manage it. Scott saying, hello to you, Craig. One good thing to eat there, Cebu. 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 Not Cebu. So Craig's back to you there. But yeah, so that's what I know Cebu says, man. The people of Cebu say, no, man, we have the best freaking lechong in the whole entire Philippines. We are the lechong masters. Craig said, hello to you, Scott. I think Jack has faded away. He's having a hard time in the Philippines. I enjoy eating chili that I make. I love chili. I got chili here, buddy. And look, I love chili. I'm a chili freak. I'm a soup nut. That's the only thing I like about winter is I can start eating hot soups. I like corn chowder and I like, seafood chowder. I like everything. I love soups. I even like plain ordinary tomato soup and crackers. I like soup. And chili, I love chili. Chili and cornbread. You got to have cornbread. And so I make cornbread and I eat it with my soups. And oh man, I'm so excited about that. Craig saying it's a hard time. Hard time. Craig or Scott, what time is it there where you guys are? It is, for a point of reference, 8:07 p.m. where I am in this part of the United States. And do you like corn in your chili? I don't mind corn in my chili. I don't mind a bunch of different types of beans. They got like a 3-bean chili. I don't like white chili. Maybe I'm racist, but I don't like that damn white chili. Don't give me no damn white chili. We go to Noni's Barbecue. Very nice. We like barbecue too. Yes, lechong Cebu is nice. No, it's not nice. It's the #1 product in the world, they say. Just ask my wife and all of her friends. The Queen of the South, that's it, that's what they say. The Queen of the South makes the best lechon in the world, and Manila can go to hell, is what the Filipinos here say. And where you can buy guitars. Okay, cool. 12:07 p.m. It's 12:09 p.m. Uh-oh, there's a 2-minute difference in Australia. Kiko, there's something wrong. Yeah, corn doesn't technically belong there, but if I go to somewhere and they got corn in it, I'm not going to bitch. But I don't want that white chili. I don't want no chicken chili. I don't want no pussy-ass lima beans in my chili either. So, Craig's dropping something for you guys to check out. Melbourne, Sunbury, Victoria, Australia. I love chili though. I like beef chili or steak chili. I don't like pork chili. 9:07 p.m. where Kiko is. He's over in the rich part of the country where the Easterners live. I'm in the poor part of the country where the Southerners live. So that's why it's time difference. Crippsland here. My brother lives in Jackson Hill. We'd like to go to Australia. It's on our bucket list. I don't know if we will ever get there. Yeah, white chili's not chili, Tim. I agree with you. It's disgusting. I don't know who came up with that, but they're wrong. I mean, freaking disgusting. But I can't think of that dish in the Philippines that I like with the ground meat and the little chopped up potatoes and carrots and peas or whatever they put in it with some soy sauce and stuff. I can't remember what that's called, but man, I like that. It reminds me of the ingredients inside of like a shepherd pie or pot pie or something like that. I think in Europe they call them shepherd pies. Scott says, oh, we are there in Jackson Hill. Nice. See, you guys are neighbors. Charles is saying, deer chili all day for me. Deer chili is good. I've had it many of times. I think, as you know, Charles, some deer are better tasting than other deer. But yes, deer chili is excellent. That's it, Tim. Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, if I pronounced that right, probably did it. Jack's not here to correct me on my pronunciation of Filipino things. So he's not able to help me out with that. Gary's here. Gary! My Retired Life too. Everybody check out Gary's channel. He's been posting some videos lately. Soup number 5, yes. I know. We're not eating soup number 5. Craig is saying hi to you, Gary. Hi, Craig. Huh, Craig. I think he meant hi. Yes, that's true on the taste. It is, but I like it. Now, I've had turkey chili, and I've eaten turkey chili. I've not been happy about it. Not wild turkey, domesticated. But I haven't been happy about it, but I have eaten turkey chili. But I really like clam chowder. I'm a big, huge fan of clam chowder and corn chowder and, oh my gosh, just traditional American beef stew is one of my favorites. My Retired Life 2, which is Gary says, I have a new Philippine experience coming up soon. Excelente. You're teasing it. Remember, you can always come back and drop it on you can drop a link anytime you want, Gary. You don't have to ask. Uncle Craig, my son goes to Sunbury Primary up the hill near the asylum. Asylum? What do you guys in Australia, what does asylum do in Australia? We might have a difference of thought of what, in America, asylum's not a good thing. Scott's saying hi to you, Gary. So Gary's teasing us. He got some new stuff. I saw you. Yeah, you're doing good. Let me just give a shout out and thank everybody for the thumbs up. If you haven't done that, please do. How do I sub to y'all's channel? I'm on a mobile. Well, that's tough. It's hard. What I've learned is you just put your finger, and this is not a joke, you put the finger on their name, their channel name, and then at least on the iPhone, when you do that, you get a little pop-up window and it says go to their channel or report them or kill them or send them a fart. I don't know what all it says, but it kind of pops up. When you can click on go to their channel, you go to their channel, it takes you over to their channel, and then that's how you sub. Just remember, for all of you folks that don't know, it's very important that when you subscribe to a new channel, that you watch a video for a couple of minutes at least, let it run, you leave a comment, and then you subscribe to the channel. And if you guys, didn't do it already on my channel, make sure you hit the alert bell so you get notifications. That's how you do it. If you just go on and click subscribe, YouTube will discard it. They will say, nope, you don't get it. So the person doesn't get the numbers. So you got to make sure to watch a video. You got to make sure that you leave a comment and then subscribe to the channel. And then if you're on the other side of the coin like me, I don't respond to new subs for a day or two. I let them sit there and anchor. And then I will go back and go to their channel, watch their stuff, and then hit subscribing to their channel. So there's a little bit of a give and take you got to do with YouTube so they don't think you're just doing sub for sub. Gary's going to be a dentist soon. Nice. Well, I'm happy for you, Gary. It's never too late to start a new career. Tim says asylum is a place for crazy people. Charles, I'm not on the iPhone and I just says report or block. Okay. The only other thing that I do, to be honest, is I can take a screenshot and then I literally just Google their name into YouTube. I go to YouTube and I will type in Tim Desiak or My Retired Life 2. Gary has a channel. So I would type in My Retired Life 2 channel after that, YouTube channel after that on the YouTube search, and you'll find it that way. Oh, you're going to the dentist. I thought you said you're going to be a dentist. Did I misread that? All right. Maybe I was just thinking you're going to be a dentist, Gary. Maybe it's the alcohol talking. People are making me drink this beer. And a day later, otherwise won't count. No one learns this. Yes, you got to wait. You got to give it time, right? I'm going to go to the dentist. Dentist. Okay, I'll try that. But YouTube is very smart about picking up sub for subs. So there's times I'll be out and about on the YouTube world and I will get 5, 6, 7 new subs, but if they don't do it right, they all disappear the next day. So that's why we encourage everybody to do it the right way, which is good, right? Dennis the Menace. Is Dennis here? Did I miss Dennis? Where is Dennis? Dennis has been coming in a lot, but is he here tonight, or did I miss? Or Kiko, are you trying to get me in trouble, get me off track? And Craig's right. The channel gets punished for it, so YouTube will not keep you in high regards if they think you're subbing for subbing. They won't do it. And now it's not that big of a deal when you're non-monetized. YouTube really doesn't care too much about you when you're non-monetized. But once you become monetized, they turn on the magnifying glasses. And if you got a whole bunch of, I know somebody who had got all kinds of, he got his 1,000, well actually he had 3,000 subs, but he didn't have his watch hours. When he got his watch hours, his subs dropped back down to under 1,000 because they kicked off all of the sub for subs or all the ones that they bought. So, right, Craig? Craig says, so no help when they think they are. Yes, they're not helping. Sub for subs don't happen. Going to live streams and immediately subscribing to people don't really do anybody any good. That's why I work to make notes of it, and I go back later and do it. That's the way it really sticks. But I've known people that have lost thousands of subs like that. And I've known people on YouTube here that has bought subs And that doesn't last either. That's not a good plan. Don't do that. But we, at this channel, are working very, very hard to try to grow this channel. I do have goals and missions, and I want my wife to have a better life. Kiko says, your Red Horse pronunciation of Dennis, no relation to the Great White Norseman. Oh, all right, whatever. I got you, Kiko. You're a troublemaker, Kiko. My wife says you're a troublemaker. And my wife knows, man, she knows you, Kiko. But I appreciate you, whether you're a troublemaker or not. Scott says, yeah, it was built in the 1800s. CJ School was built next to it. So, Scott, my question was, is it a place for crazy people in Australia? You know, is it a ghost house now? I mean, is it a haunted place? Tim says, I've lost 300 subs in one day before. Yeah, early on in our career, we lost huge chunks also. If you look at my numbers from history, I have, 3,300 or 32 something now. If you look at my numbers, I would have over 10,000 subscribers. If I got to count everybody that ever subscribed to my channel, I would be over 10,000. So I've lost 7,000 over the years. Same with silent live streams. Do more damage than good. I agree with you. You don't want to do those. That's stupid. YouTube knows what you're doing. All the rigums pick it up. And nobody wants to see your stupid ass sleeping anyway. So, Kiko says, I had to buy the sub. I did too. I had a Jimmy John's the other day. I did. I broke down and had a Jimmy John's. Man, it was good eating. I want pizza, though. I've been craving pizza. I want pizza. Scott says, yeah, it was. It was a place for crazy people. All right, well, yeah. What do they do with the building now? I mean, is it vacant? Is it known as a haunted place? Is it a shopping center? Is that where they put, is that where they put fat American guys that come for visits? What do they do with it? But that's a good question, Kiko. What brand of sub do you like the best? Tim has got to get ready for the gym today, so he looks buff for the women. Scott, the expat here, says built for cycle patients back then and closed in the 1970s. Man, you should go do a video of it. You should go do a video of the damn asylum. That would be cool to see. I watch some of the ghost channels, the paranormal channels. I've had a little bit too much to drink today, and it's only been one beer. And I like to watch the alien shows. What? No more fish tank live streams? Yeah, I tried that. I worked on that. And why I did that, because I was thinking about creating a YouTube channel dedicated to watching the fish tank, a separate channel. And so I wanted to try to work on that and figure that out, but I don't think that went too well. I think that was a big bust. So I don't know if I will bother to do that. Sunbury area was where the ashes for cricket were first created, I think. What? The ashes for cricket were first created, I think. What? What does ashes have to do with cricket? Cricket's a game, right? The weird game with the hard ball and the weird bat. But what does ashes have to do with it? I don't understand. Scott says it was used as a school for enlightened, that's cool. I'll have to go back and watch your videos on it. I think that's great. You should do a live stream from there. You should sneak in and do a live stream. Yep, that's right, Craig. It's still there. Well, I don't understand what it is. Somebody, you guys in Australia, explain it better to me, because I'm curious, but I don't quite. Ooh, shit, I almost killed you guys. I don't quite understand it. What? No, Kiko, I don't think it does, because I played music and there was action. So I don't think YouTube actually looks at those channels, because there's a lot of those channels out there that do very well. We're basically like the Port of Miami, where they're just watching the Port of Miami, or they're watching like an anime or something. So I don't think those, because some of those channels are pretty big. Does it qualify as a silent live stream? Scott says. Okay, but wait, I am so lost. So they burn tree stumps to make ashes with, and they put them in an urn. How did that become the game of cricket? Kiko saying yes. Us Yanks don't get crickets. Yeah, just use a regular bat. Why are you using a 2x4? You know, there's real bats out there. But no, I don't think it, you know, I don't think it does. Liggy Boy is here. He's trying to be funny. That's all right, Scott. Come on, man. You can break into there. I'll join you. I'll get a ticket and I'll fly down and you and I will bust in there. Scott, it's all fenced off and security, probably security people working there. So they call it cricket. So they call it cricket. They do. They call it cricket. I don't know why. What does a cricket have to do with the sport? Unless it's fishing. We use crickets when we go fishing. But I don't know why. I guess I need to Google the history of cricket. Why would they burn stumps down, or trees down, or stumps, take the ashes, put them in an urn? How does that translate to having a baseball game? And who stole what? And who stole what? Did we steal baseball from you by watching cricket? Or did you guys steal cricket from us from watching baseball? HDN says, it's easy to get into abandoned places, even with security. Trust me, we can do it. We can do it. No, I'm going to go with that. When was cricket invented? Baseball was invented like in the late 1800s. I think we came first. Yeah, abandoned place. I like to sneak in some abandoned places. A lot of these abandoned places that I would like to sneak into, I really can't get my mobility scooter in. And if the cops come, where am I going to go on my mobility scooter? I'm going to do 4 miles an hour trying to escape a cop, you know. My retired life too, which is Gary says, in 2018, I went to the pet store and bought 600 medium-sized crickets. Why'd you buy so many? Did you feed them to lizards, frogs, snakes, or go fishing with them? The cricket stumps were burnt and placed in a trophy. Oh, a trophy, not an urn. An urn is where you put dead people's ashes. That's where I was really confused. So here in America, we call an urn is where you stuff your grandma in. And it's played against England and Australia in okay, you win. 1836. Yeah, we didn't. We stole baseball from you guys then. All right, you guys win. But that makes better sense that it was put in a trophy. All right. Ash is a type of wood. So that's a good question, Tim. Was the stumps that were burnt, were they ash or just some other tree? Ash is a nice word. Kiko says, Abner Doubleday. Kiko, I think he was credited with inventing baseball. I don't know what year. I think it was in the late 1800s. I really do. Because I remember them wearing these weird, maybe they didn't have gloves back then. They didn't have mitts when they first started, or they had really not what we consider baseball mitts back in there. I saw a documentary about it many years ago, but man, I don't remember that. I'm old. Abner Doubleday. Craig says, it's coffee time. I just got up, got to have some coffee. Man, I've been making shitty coffee, and I don't know why. I'm really disappointed in my coffee making skills. I can't get it to taste like Starbucks, but then again, I don't put 50 pounds of sugar in it, and 50 pounds of caramel, and 50 pounds of this in it. Tim, we appreciate you, buddy. Have a great workout. And be safe. Tell your driver to be safe. I switch between Red Horse and Gatorade. So the building used to be, or was meant to be, a grammar school, but now it's under a national trust, which is great. We got to preserve old buildings. Scott saying goodbye to you, Tim. My retired life too. Need to do an RC about the history of cricket and baseball. An RC. What's an RC? Remote controlled car? I don't know what an RC is, Henry, Craig. Sorry, Gary, I don't know what an RC is. A record? Are you trying to abbreviate record? I don't know. A comparison? I know what you're trying to say, that you could do some kind of documentary comparing the two, which would be very fascinating, to be honest. Nobody would probably watch it, but I think it'd be fascinating. But I'm not for sure what you mean by RC. God, I don't want to Google it. You don't understand. I'm not in my office. I can't Google. No more Googling. So you need to do a Robert Cole? Who in the hell is Robert Cole? What does that guy have to do with history? Who's Robert Cole? Need to do a RC about history of cricket and baseball. So are you saying that we need to make a video or make something about Robert Cole and the baseball, or Robert Cole did something? Robert Cole. I don't know who Robert Cole is. You guys are smarter than me. Neighbors coming home in their loud truck. Robert Cole. All right, I'm going to Google Robert Cole. I have no clue who the hell Robert Cole is. Eh? Uh-oh. Well, I Googled Robert Cole, and what comes up is a property management company. We need to ask Robert Cole. Oh, is Robert Cole Google? Is that what you're trying to say? Is he the guy, because I don't know him. I've never met him. I don't think I've ever been on his stuff. Is he the guy that does all of the Googling on YouTube stuff, on the live streams? Is that what we're doing? Doing a Robert Cole means to do an RC is the guy that Googles things. Okay. Because property management for California is what comes up on my iPad. RC is the guru of history. Does he actually know history, or does he Google it? Dennis is in the house. Dennis, RC, fire, water. So, but my question is, because I'm actually, was trained as an historian many thousands of years ago. Not very well trained. So history was my minor many thousands of years ago. But, so does he just Google shit, or does he actually know shit? The professor in the house. The good lookingest man I know. You don't have a blue color, so let me give you a blue color. Appreciate you being here. We're doing something a little different tonight. RC is the guy that insulted you. Oh, that's funny. Besides Vincent, you mean, right? He's the one that is, let's see. But see, that's what I like about people that that insult people. They would never do it to our face, would they? Because they're keyboard warriors and cowards. So, but I'm all right. People can insult me all they like. It doesn't bother me until you step in my face, and then we have a problem. But if you're not man enough to get in my face, then I don't really give a shit. Ronald, Dennis saying hi, Gary saying hi to you. Kiko, the Dennis, your new title. Okay. RC knows his stuff. Okay, so he's not just a Googler. So that's good. Kiko saying, Edith. Morella is here. Hey, thank you for coming in again. Appreciate you. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, please do. I'm missing some thumbs up, guys. So we need some thumbs up. I think, Professor, you owe us a thumbs up if you didn't do it already. Marilla is here saying hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to them. Kiko says he's black. Well, what does being black have to do with anything? Does that mean I don't know what that means. That has to do with anything. Big Brother Gary, Dennis, Kiko. I think RC is a record of history on cricket. The first game of cricket was played in Australia at Sunbury in 1836. David, we won it, as sort of taken from the way baseball played it differently. Maybe you need some Americans to play it to make it better. Maybe that would help. Dennis, Miss Man, a.k.a. Mr. Staples. The professor, hey, Tim. Tim's running out to go to the gym to get all sexy and hot and built for the women folk. Marilla asks, you a Chad? Nope, not a Chad. I don't know what a Chad is, but I'm not a Chad. Our good friend, the Bro Fessa, saying hello to Scott and Craig and to Morilla. G-Man, you eat much rice? Dennis is asking, how about your rice consumption? Has it gone up? Gary says, thank you for the thumbs up reminder. Anytime. Scott the expat, I have to go, David, until next time. All right, Scott. We appreciate you, buddy. As you know, we appreciate you very much. We really do. NHL, National Hockey League. I don't know what Chad and that has to do with each other, but okay. Hello, Dennis from Craig. See y'all, Scotty. Scott's a good guy. Good family, great channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to his, please do. Now the thumbs up are going up. Excellent day. So, Professor, how are you? Give us an update from the Philippines. Jack was here earlier and he didn't have an update for us. Tim gave us an update. But, so, Professor, how are things going in the Philippines? Do you have arm candy all around you? You know, make Dennis jealous? Because, you know, Dennis wants that arm candy. We're trying something new tonight, if you guys haven't figured it out. Probably doesn't really matter, but we are trying a new format tonight with our YouTubing. And hoping to try to grow the channel a little bit is why we're trying this. So, let us know what you're up to, Ronald. The good thing is we can't see a picture of your naked body tonight. There's no, I didn't link StreamYard to this in any way. So there's not a StreamYard link if you guys are looking for that. Yeah, I don't know much about cricket. I just know they use a funny bat. You know, I could just take their bat and reshape it, and they might have better luck. And I think their ball, not their balls, but their ball is hard versus a baseball, if I remember right. It's a much harder composite of a baseball. And I don't think it has stitching on it either. I don't think it's leather. So But I don't know. I'll have to study that a little bit. So, but it's exciting here, you know. Professor, the hurricane went through Florida, a lot of damage, not as much as they thought, but still massive, massive damage. Massive flooding, but not as much. Storm surges were not as high as they predicted, which was a really good thing. So we've talked to a lot of people down in Florida. Kiko, how did your family do in Florida? We've talked to a lot of other people today, and everybody's made it out. They've just had property damage. So that's the really good thing. Oh man, I didn't catch up. I've been behind here. Barbecue, be right back. Smoke break. I haven't heard from RC in a long time. What channels is he hanging out in? I don't know where he's hanging out because I don't know the guy. And if he insulted me, I wouldn't hang out with him anyway. Professor says, too much choo-choo, hee. Scott the expat, hi, Professor. Scott says, see you, Craig. Retired life, getting me called up here. We got our electric bill today, our first one having the AC. How much was it? Well, you're shocked. And the G-Man from Dennis. You mean you had Adonis body here? See y'all from Scott. When you get your StreamYard, I'll come up for a chat. Okay. We may go back to StreamYard on Thursday night, next Thursday night, but I wanted to try something different tonight. Because I do a lot of these pop-ups now. Gary says, have a good day, Scotty. Kiko, what was the damage, Gary? What was your monthly? Yeah, we want to know, man. We want to know how much was. All right, so Gary is saying it was around 2,700 pesos, around that. So does that mean it was like 5,000 pesos, 3,000 pesos? So does that mean it was around 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,000? Because 27 is not much. Did you let it run 24/7 every day? How was because that's pretty cheap there. Scott says, okay, we appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, you know how YouTube is trying to do this new formatting stuff, and they're pushing something things, and for some reason, YouTube doesn't like StreamYard anymore. There's something that has happened, and YouTube and StreamYard are no longer buddies. And for Gary, that's just peanuts, Kiko. I mean, that's chump change. I mean, Gary's, one of those smoking rich, let's say this, a non-smoking rich guy in the Philippines. So, Scott says, see ya, my retirement life too. I don't think 2,700 pesos is that bad. Because 5,000 pesos is what, about $100? So $50, I mean, that's what we pay here. But you got the raining season and it's a little bit cooler, right? My retirement life too, who's giving you applause for that? Exactly, 2,673. Okay, 2,673. During the raining season, so that's not bad, Gary. But I also know you kind of just you don't have a gigantic apartment though, do you? And you said that it was only in your bedroom, right? And so that's what you're talking about. Did you run it 24/7 in the bedroom or just when you went to bed? So Kiko is saying his kids did get out of Florida and got up to Georgia. Good. Are they headed back to home now? Are they headed back south? I hope they are. I don't know if the infrastructure's ready for them yet or not. Scott says, I ended up with getting my live back from vertical to horizontal, and all is good now. Nice. Yeah, YouTube wants us to do these vertical things. They do a better job at pushing them out. And I've done some comparisons. So, but, they seem to work. You seem to get a lot of traction. or just when we're having sex, Gary? Oh my God. When having sex, Gary, is that what it is? Well, he said that he put it in his bedroom, or it's in the bedroom. So it's not like in the whole apartment, I don't think, remember. And if all you're gonna do is sleep, yeah, I could see, 50, 60 bucks a month for a small room with if I remember right, Gary said he had a window unit, not a split unit. I could see that. I think that's reasonable. Scott says goodbye. See you, buddy. Appreciate you. One of these days we'll have to collaborate on something. We'll have to collaborate. So the question is, how much is Ronald spending on his living expenses? Because I think Gary is more in tune and better behaved than Ronald. The question is, how much is Ronald spending on utilities, on his life? Gary is going to be more focused and managed. Ronald's going to throw caution in the wind when the hot, sexy women show up. So he's not going to let any of his honeys go hot. He's going to keep them nice and cool in that room of his. So we know how that works. But yep, Scotty, we appreciate you again, buddy. We really do. You guys can see. Now it's too dark, too light in here. I was going to show you something, but you can't see it. We're getting some hearts from somebody, so thank you for that. Nice thumbs ups, so we're doing good. My retired life too, run only at night for sleeping, sometimes during the day for naps. Yeah. So, so Kiko says, so 30 seconds at night, huh? All right. Gary, and maybe you're already doing this, but a tip we figured out was, there's a train somewhere, was we could lower the temperature, raise the temperature in the room, the air conditioner, so it didn't have to cool the room as much, as long as we had another fan gently blowing air around the room. So I would take a fan and I would position it where, because the bedrooms were so small, I would position it so the air would hit the wall, bounce around, and come down and come across us and circulate the air conditioning. And therefore, we were able to turn the temperature up and not have it so cold in there, but it would feel like it was colder. And it worked. It worked really well. Kiko, Gary's laughing at you, man. Like, no, man, not at all. Not at all. Gary sleeps longer than 30 seconds at a time. I know he does. So. Yeah, window unit that's in the wall. The smartest thing you can do, Gary, is make sure that it's sealed up nicely. The ones that we always had big ass concrete holes and gaps in them. You could put your fist through there, So we actually went to the store and bought stuff and packed it in and around all the places we were at. And that really did, I think, helped. And then, of course, we had them professionally cleaned because they were so disgusting. Because you don't want to be breathing in. Those window units are notorious for allowing some of the condensation to drip in the bottom, and then that water will just stay there and collect mold. And if you pull out the inner part of it, you'll see a bunch of nasty, nasty, nasty dead bugs, mold and mildew. Well, mildew doesn't exist, it's mold. In the bottom part of that. Yeah, well, that's a Filipino thing. You're right, a window unit in the wall. Not the sleeping part, duh. Oh, I'm with you. I was trying to be nice. I didn't want to embarrass Gary. I was trying to be nice, Kiko. Gary says we have a fan operating also 27 to 28 Celsius. Takes the humidity out, right. And so a lot of those units will do that, right? They will do that. But I mean just like a house fan, just a real simple fan. It doesn't got to be a fancy one that you plug in and just help to circulate the air. The key is to get the air that's coming out of the unit and getting it to circulate the room. So I know they have built-in fans and humidities and all that, which are great to use. But if you just get that air to circulate around your room, because it's kind of like the school of thought of this. When I taught indoor air quality, it's something we went over. There's no reason to run a ceiling fan if you're not in the room where the ceiling fan is. Because what a ceiling fan does, it circulates the air, and the air goes across your hair, on your arms and your legs to help cool you down. But if there's nobody in there, it's really not doing any good. It's not going to have an effect. So kind of the same thing. So we don't run ceiling fans when nobody's in there. Turn them off. It saves electricity. When we go in there, we turn the ceiling fan on. It's the same thing with these little floor unit fans to help circulate the air. Good advice? Well, finally, one of these days I give good advice. Very comfortable for sleeping. And that is one of the good things, right, about those window units, or the split units even. They're kind of noisy. They kind of make a nice humming, and they allow you to sleep really well, I think. So I think they do good there. But Gary, we're happy that you're doing well. Very happy. And I've been trying to catch your videos when they come out, so you just keep doing what you're doing and have fun. And very soon, all of us will be in the Philippines and come live in your apartment. Because Kiko, he said he's going to be there for 4 years. So that means all of us can come over and stay at his house. Right, Gary? And how are you adjusting to the food, Gary? Are you doing better with that? Only if running fans and no AC, my arm's always a little sticky. All right. The sweat, the stickiness is what helps to cool your body. It's how your body works, which I'm sure you know. A little bit of moisture coming out with a breeze will cool you off just as much as an air conditioner will. Kiko says, tell him, Ronald, Dennis, Craig, Gary, us Bobs did nothing but bust each other's balls consistently, all for fun. We don't hold grudges because we all got equally wounded in the circular firing squad. Well, you got that right. Where have you been putting that arm? Where have you been putting that arm? What arm? My arm? Your arm? His arm? Whose arm? What arm? What, my arm? My arm? Gary's arm? Gary's arm has been in very strange places. I know. Gary's arm. Where's it getting wet at? Never had food problems with food. I eat whatever girlfriend eats. Okay, good. Will, the IT specialist in the house, thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. He says, haven't seen you in a while, but good to have you here. A seat all the way. Can't sleep without it. I tried. Yeah, it's a bitch sleeping without it, I gotta admit. We don't sleep without it either. But we do run a fan. We turn so the AC unit doesn't have to work as hard. The professor is laughing at all of us, laughing at Gary and where Gary has put his hairy arm. Or maybe his arm wasn't hairy until he put it where he put it. What's up with Will, the IT specialist? You gotta have it with all the gaming PCs. And I can imagine. Yeah. You need to have a cold room, right, Will? Is what you need. Kiko says, hey, Will, how are you today, buddy? David, me and you will have the same house. Okay, well, me and Will in the same, man, I can't even read. That's the problem with this damn, trying to do these on the phone. David, me and Will in the same house. There you go. Yeah, see, I'm going to have a neck ache when I'm done. Because it's so hard to read the the small freaking, chat there. So you guys are in the same house. Are you guys sharing the same hookers? I'm just asking. Gary was talking about his electric bill, and I was asking about, I wonder how much Ronald's is, since he's bringing all of the arm candy around, and he knows he doesn't want his arm candy to get overheated. Will is smarter than you, huh? Hell no! Too many of them. Too many of them. You don't got to share, right? I'm with you. We're glad you're having a good time in the Philippines, too. As I told somebody the other day, my wife won't let me have a good time. I'm married. You know, she won't. Somebody was talking about the other day, if you're a Filipina, will your boyfriend go travel to the Philippines? And I said, well, I can't travel to the Philippines and meet girls because my wife won't let me. Whoa. What happens when you bend over for a YT? Craig says, that's what, yes. Right, I get it right, I know. When you kiss YT's ass in hopes of getting a crumb, we get stuck doing this. Will says it's almost time for a visa run. All right. Well, don't mess it up. Just like prison. Drop the soap, boys. That's it. We're going to drop the YouTube soap. Dennis knows. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Gary likes the COD thing, cash on delivery in the Philippines. Says it makes life less stressful. Well, I've never, Gary, you know, you might ask Ronald, but I've never paid for a hooker. So I don't know if they charge up front or after. I don't know what happens. So, but I'm sure they prefer cash or ladyboys. Kiko's, try Vietnam, Will. There you go. Like Diddy, take that, that. I think he's in trouble. You know, is he still in jail? Did he ever bond out of jail? You know, are they going to keep him in jail forever and ever? Is that what's happening with him? Because he's been a bad, bad boy. Still in jail? Yeah, well. Doesn't he have enough money to bond out? Or do they not give him a bond? I guess they got him in for human trafficking, right? So I guess human trafficking is such of a serious thing that they're not going to give him a bond. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're all a bunch of scuzz buckets. You know, the music industry, the movie industry. You know, you got to know there's nothing but slime balls running it. Diversion. There you go. Well, somebody was jokingly saying, hey, maybe they should put him in a prison where he gets bent over a lot. But then again, I guess apparently he enjoys getting bent over, so that wouldn't help. Kiko says, what are you missing, if anything, from the States, Gary? Oh, that's a good question. So Gary, Kiko's wanting to know, what are you missing from the United States so far? And you can't say nothing. There has to be something that you thought, man, I'd like to have that. Booty bandits. I got it, man. Will was thinking Thailand to get liposuction. Yeah, I wonder how much it costs in Thailand. 'Cause how much liposuction can they do at one time in Thailand, Will? Do you know? Maybe I need to, I could go over there and, you know, especially if it's only like $1 a pound, I could probably afford to have it done. Do they charge you by the pound, you know, for liposuction? Yeah, I don't know, you know. I don't know. The professor says Gary misses those cheese balls. You mean like the cheese puff, but made into a ball? I hate those. They're too sticky, you know, and they stick it. I don't like them. Is that what Gary's missing? Gary, the other question is, do you miss your former place where you lived, your former room? You know, do you miss that? Any section will do. I got a shop vac out in the garage. Yes. Oh my God, Gary. I missed that too. That was one of my big deals that I'm just like, this sucks. Not being able to take a real shower with real water and hot water and just, yes. Kiko's asking, you miss the landlord's ice cream. There you go. Maybe you miss taking care of the little Pomeranians. It's almost $1,000 per pound or for all you can eat, so to speak. Is it $1,000 for all the fat they can suck out of you? You know, is it $1,000 a pound? Because if it's $1,000 for, all they can get, that might be all right. So, uh-uh. Because I think we could all take that deal. Not all of us, but I could. I mean, Ronald's skinny and Gary's skinny. Kiko's so-so. Gary's so-so. I mean, Gary's skinny. But, so yeah. But I hated the showers. Hated the showers. Just like, where is the water pressure? I want to feel that water banging on me and burning my skin and just really kicking the crap out of me. Yeah, you can do that. Ronald's talking about the hot water shower units that plug in, which is really creepy to me as an old safety guy. So you mount this thing on the wall in the shower where it's wet, and you plug it into an outlet, and you take a shower. And yeah, let me take a shower with live electricity. There you go. Yeah, you can get a happy ending, including a happy ending. But the problem is you still have to have what I found, because we had one, was if you don't have the water pressure, they don't work. 1,000 per section. My wife's hang on, my wife's check. I don't know how to send her a message. I'm not that smart. I don't know. She'll figure it out. Any better? Anybody hear me now? You muted, but it's not muted.
He's so soft. Well, I'm so hard. He's so soft.
Can anybody hear? You can't hear me. I'm not talking. So hang up the phone, Lorelei. You have to be still on the phone, Lorelei. Well, I think it's because the phone. Where? All right, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I know you can see me now. Can you hear? There you go. So you guys can hear me now, right? Okay, Lorelei, don't ever call me again during the live streams on this. You screw it all up. All right. Because now my phone wants to go into sleep mode after that phone call. So no more calling me when I'm live streaming because it messes everything up. So don't do that. See, my phone now wants to go to sleep mode. We are back. Yes, we can hear you. I miss you, handsome face, and I hear you. Well, good for you. Carry on, sir. Carry on. There you go. It was better with the blank screen. Well, Kiko, you know what you can do with your blank screen, don't you? So, you know what you can do with that. The wife's saying hi to you, Kiko, even though you're being mean to me. So, eat. So that was weird. We learned something new. Taking phone calls during the middle of a live stream like this screws everything up. Yes, we got the package at the door. They dropped off $250,000 and something else I can't say on live TV. So yes, the package is here. It is your fault. Everybody tell Lorelei it's her fault. Tell her, get her, guys. Tell her it's her fault. I was trying to message you to let you know that I was live while you're calling. Oh. Says, hello, Mrs. Paxton. I can't call you the D word. That's right. Darling. Yeah, it's almost like Lily, Poo-Poo. He's disappeared since the last time I lectured him. Taking a break from work. Craig is saying hello to you, Lorelei. So everybody say hello to Lorelei, Craig. Yeah, Vincent doesn't come around anymore. Maybe he gave up YouTube world. Lorelei saying hi to you, Will, and Ronald's in the house too. Ronald is, busy with his honeys, so and Gary's here. Yes, the infamous Kangaroo Rider. He hasn't been around. The last time I saw him was when, I had a discussion with him and he didn't appreciate it and went away on one of Jack's live streams after I confronted him about his piss poor behavior. So, I haven't seen him around. And I haven't seen, I know him and Michael are really close, and I know a few weeks ago, Michael even said that he hadn't seen him around in a long time either. So, which is strange because him and Michael were buddies. Maybe they could both talk on their live streams. No, I'm not showing them the Halloween crap. I'm complaining about the Halloween crap. I'm not showing them the Halloween crap. How's that? We're out of bubbles. There you go. Yeah, we're having a Halloween party on the 26th. Henry's going to try to make it up for the Halloween party. Everybody's welcome to join us. For Kiko, it's $1,000 for Kiko to come, but everybody else gets in for free. So, Dennis might come up, he said earlier. We did. We bought all that for your birthday party coming up. Claude is in the house. Thank you, Claude, for being here. We appreciate you, buddy. It's gotten crazy here. My wife is in the chat. She's at work. She's spying on us, Claude. I don't know if your wife spies on you. Mine's spying on us. Oh, Lorelei is, so everybody say hi to Claude. Lorelei is telling you guys to stay tuned to see my Halloween outfit. Once you see it, you never want to see it again because I'm coming naked, baby. Ronald saying hi to you. We live in Northwest Arkansas, Bentonville, Rogers, Northwest Arkansas, the home of Walmart and Tyson Foods. So you guys are welcome to come. It's an open party. We're in the natural state. Yeah, Claude's down in Texas, so he's really not that far away. Claude says, hello, my wife. My wife, I am here with my wife saying hi. So Lorelei, say hi to Claude's wife. She's not from Cebu, but she's about your age. So I don't think, I don't remember. Everybody say hi to Claude, and if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do that. Whoops. That would be much, much appreciated. We are not. We're going to move to southern Alabama and live there. We do have land in the Philippines that we may build some properties on as an investment, but we're not going to go live in the Philippines permanently. We're going to stay in the United States. Kiko's showing off his language skills, flirting with my wife. I get that, Kiko. Sweet home, Alabama. Well, we love to fish. We like the Gulf Coast. It's cheaper there. So, believe it or not, it's cheaper to live in Alabama than Arkansas. So, all the stinking rich people live here, besides us. We like Alabama. We like Mississippi, but Lorelei finds Mississippi very, very boring. So, but we kind of like Alabama. The prices are better there. Will, the IT just moved back 2 years ago from the Philippines back to the U.S. So yeah, we were in the Philippines 2 years ago during Typhoon Odette. had a coworker friend from Bruton, Alabama. I remember we talking about that. I pulled it up on the map one time, Kiko. We were looking at like Mobile region and or the east side, which is kind of like the Foley, Alabama, north of Gulf Shores. So we like the southern part. And the only reason we're going there is because it's cheaper and I want to go fishing. While my wife is working, slaving away, making that hard bacon money, I want to sneak off and go fishing. Hey, good news. Today my landlord is letting me, oh, great. Great. See, now you don't have to worry about being shot and killed in your own apartment. That's really good news. So are you going to go ahead and move to like Sugar Land and find something different? Because I know you're going to the Philippines soon anyway. You guys are going to go back. So how does that affect your travel plans and your living status? So you haven't quite figured it out yet? So, well, but congratulations. I'm glad they let you out of there. Claudia moved into a place that was supposed to be safe, but it turns out that it's frequented by flying bullets. That town is just miles north of the Florida. Yes, I remember that. I remember looking it up. We're looking forward for a month to month. Oh, good luck with that. Fuck. That's hard. Here's one tip we have, Claude. Lorelei and I did this. You can rent Airbnbs for, I think, 28 days. And so maybe you bounce around from Airbnbs. Everything's included. Thank you guys for all your support. One of these days we might do a live stream on Sunday. Yeah, Lorelei's going to be decorated. We're going to live stream the Halloween party. So we are going to be doing that on Sunday night. I'm going to set a camera up and do a live of that. But yeah, Lorelei and I did that. We literally did Airbnbs for 28 days at a time. And we had a plan that we went to Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and we traveled around checking out cities that we thought we might want to live in. And that's what we were doing with the Airbnbs. Good idea. Kiko says, at our age, it's day to day. It is day to day, right? Claude has two cute little kids. So, but think about that. Think about the Airbnb thing. Because you pay the same amount of money as you would renting, because they include the utilities and everything else. So this Sunday night, Lorelei's going to do a live stream, and she's asking if I can get yeah, I can go naked on the live stream. I'll show all the guys how my beauty. All right, my love, I'm going to get out of here and see y'all later. Okay. Work hard, bring home that bacon. We need more bacon, honey. Bring it home. Yeah, Claude, it's just a thought, but we did that, and we enjoyed it, believe it or not. We actually enjoyed it. So we found out that if you were going to do something like a month to month, that maybe Airbnb is the way to go. But I'm glad that you're getting out of your apartment, that, you know, you can reduce the bullets flying over your heads, you know, so we're happy for that. But Lorelei's going to do a live stream Sunday night, I guess. We will be live streaming the party on the 26th. Me too. Yeah, I know what you mean, buddy. So we got a lot coming up over the Halloween stuff. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to try to have fun with it, is all I can say. And the good news is I'm still working on giving relationship advice. And thank you for everybody giving us a thumbs up. If you didn't give us a thumbs up yet, make sure you do that. Did my wife give me a thumbs up? I guess not, since she's in the chat as us. I don't think she can give me a thumbs up, can she? Yeah, she's in as Adventures of the Philippine American Couple, so she can't give me a thumbs up, can she? That's not very nice. Well, you guys should drive up to the party. We're going to have a big party, Filipino party. Well, Craig, simply put, Halloween is basically about All Saints Day. It's the tradition is, or the history is, you would get dressed up and go out on All Saints Eve and costumes so that these bad spirits couldn't find you. If you didn't wear a costume, they could find you and take you. And so that's how the costume thing came around. And I'm not for sure when the asking for trick or treats came into play. Yeah, Claude says, we don't really celebrate. We don't either, but somehow we're having some big party. We don't celebrate it. I never give away candy to kids because I want the candy for myself, you know. So we don't give away. But this year, Lorelai said, hey, why don't we throw a little dinner and have a few people over to eat Halloween food? And my first thought was, well, I don't know what Halloween food is, but I don't care, whatever. And now this has morphed into a laser light show and ghosts everywhere and 30 to 50 people. And, you know, I think Alice Cooper is showing up to sing. And, man, it's getting crazy. It's going to be fun. But that's kind of the history of the costumes. But I'm not for sure the American, where the treats came in. I don't remember that. Yeah, the Eve of All Hallows is the day before All Saints Day, All Saints Eve, basically a pagan materialized. Yeah, we turned a pagan holiday or ritual into a moneymaker is what we did. So maybe it was the fact that the kids, they thought, well, the kids have to have something to do, so go ask the neighbors for treats. And I think that was part of it. They did go and ask for goodies, and that's where the tricks came in back then. It was part of the lore that if you're the neighbor or the citizen and you didn't give a treat, then you would be tricked by the bad spirits or something. I don't know. Well, they don't, Claude. They really don't do Halloween in the Philippines. At least, I think they're starting. They're starting to do a little bit more of it, but they don't really do it where she's from in Cebu. Maybe, I think last year we heard that they were doing a little bit of trick-or-treating, but yeah, they really just don't do it there. So that's been part of the funny thing, guys. Balut, we're going to give out balut. There you go. Is all of these Filipinos are trying to figure out how to make Halloween food, even though there's really not any Halloween food except for candy, right? Candy's the only Halloween food that I know of. So they're trying to figure out what kind of food you make for Halloween. So it's going to be a very interesting food spread come the 26th, right? To see what their interpretation of Halloween food is. Yes, that's right. So they don't do the commercialized. It's more of a visit of like a Day of the Dead. Now, in other cultures, as you know, the Day of the Dead is a big party. I know the Filipinos, they go to the graveyard and not celebrate, but break bread with the dead. A lot of them do. But I do know last year we were talking to her nieces and nephews, and they were talking about that they were starting to do some of that. So yeah, exactly. So it's definitely different. It's kind of, I would love to go to like a Mexican big Day of the Dead thing and see all of that. So it's a little bit of a hybrid of that, I guess. And I don't know about down in New Orleans where, the French Cajuns, what the Cajuns do. I don't know if they go to the cemeteries or not and kind of do the same thing. The professor is saying, damn PC updates on my new phone. Throw it away, Ronald. If your phone is misbehaving, I want you to take that phone and I want you to go to the top of the roof and I want you to fling that thing as far as you can do it. You taking notes, Craig? Well, Craig had to teach us about cricket, so I guess we could teach him about Halloween. Craig says, hey, send me your address. I will. I'll send you the address. And I will look it up to see. Yeah, we'd love to have you, We love to have people come visit. At least I do. That way I'm not the only white guy here. I'm not the only weird guy here. No. There'll be a bunch of other husbands here. Will says, I stay home during that time because people are too high. People are too high blood pressure. You blow your horn and someone will blow their top. Yes, I know. I know. I just don't like giving out candy to kids. I don't want kids to come to my house. I don't want them to know I have good stuff here. I mean, that's like telling a stray dog, look, I have pork chops. I don't want to tell little kids I have good candy at my house. Claude's laughing at us. Craig says, no, just put a sign up. It's American, so F through K off the door. There you go. F off the door. They got to go. Craig, Claude saying he has to get out of here. We appreciate you, buddy, and I'll send you a message. I got your message earlier. I haven't looked at the video, but I will, and I'll send you a thing. So good night, Claude. Everybody say good night to Claude. He has a great channel, by the way, if you guys haven't checked him out. So yeah, I don't want the kids to think I have good stuff at this house. I don't. I don't want them to think, hey, like the stray dog thing, man, that house has steak in it, or it has pork chops in it. I want the kids to think, man, they ain't got no candy in that house. We don't go there. Don't know, Craig. Immigration is pretty tight right here. Yeah, we don't want strangers coming up this time anyway. Ronald saying goodbye to you, Claude. Yeah, right now you don't. Well, they're doing. Let me tell you. Then they're doing something weird, I think, in this neighborhood, and I don't like it because I just don't like it because I'm a butthead. So I don't like it. So here's what they came out with the other day, and they sent out this big thing about saying, here's how we're doing Halloween in this neighborhood. We want to get all the kids in the neighborhood, which is only probably 10, we're going to get them all together, and we're going to walk around the neighborhood all together, and every homeowner needs to come out to the curb and give our children candy to show support for our children. Yeah, take your children and shove it up your butt. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't care about your children. I don't know your children. Why do I need to support your children? I don't like that whole concept that we should come out and honor their children by giving them candy. I don't get it. So obviously we're not going to do it. But then what are they going to do? Are they going to put a big roadblock at the entrance of the neighborhood and not allow strangers into the neighborhood to go trick-or-treating? Are they going to control it somehow and say nobody can come in here but their children? I don't get it. Entitled Karens and Darrens. Yeah, I agree, and that's kind of what it is, I think. I have a problem with it because I think it's presumptuous that, that they want everybody in the neighborhood to participate so that their group of 10 children out of 100 houses, I don't know, there's 100 houses, their children are probably 10% of the population or less, but we should come out and cater to their children. I don't know their children. I never see their damn children. There's only, when I leave in the mornings and the school bus is here, I see 3 kids. That's it. So we're going to round them all up and march them around the neighborhood. And they laid out a map. They even said, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're leaving. We expect you to come out and honor our children out on the street so the kids don't even have to walk up to the damn door and ring the bell. Man, Kiko, you're getting me fired up this late at night. It's all Kiko's fault. BlackRock released last week that it's official. American cannot pay its debt. They control the world. Maybe you will all be leaving when it all goes down to the soil. Yeah, we're going to come live with you, Craig. The world's crazy, man. The monetary system is in disasters worldwide. I know there's a concept out there about resetting the economic system, turning it off, saying nobody owes anybody any money or anything like that, and everybody starting over. I don't know. But the war in Europe or the Middle East, Is BlackRock the non-government secret agency that kills people? Is that the one you're talking about? BlackRock, that group of security enforcer people, that group? Or is that something else? Will says, wire power cables on the sidewalks. Yes. Sit back and watch the show. I was going to turn on the sprinklers, you know. Rest in peace, Rodney Dangerfield died. Really, really. I tell you, I know I'm ugly. Halloween. I open the front doors and the kids give me candy. I loved Rodney Dangerfield. He was really good. The movie he did, Back to School, that was good. That was some really good entertainment. We liked that. So, we really did. Okay. Well, and that's the problem when you got one big group controlling the money, but we can never pay our debt. There's no way anybody can pay their debt. I don't think there's a country in the world that could ever pay their debt. I just don't. Is there any country in the world that's not in debt? I mean, that's a serious question. I don't know. I don't even control 93% of my own money. The government only gives me 65% of it, if I'm lucky. So, you know, which is really sad, them taking my money all the time. Well, that's all right. All right, my friends, I think it's about time that we wrap this one up. Pack, you going to blow up Will. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's all right. You know. That's what's going on in our world. So be aware of all the stuff coming out. Lorelei's going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to try to have a lot of fun with Halloween. I'm going to try. So, all right, my friends, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you guys for joining the live. Next week, maybe we'll go back doing StreamYard. I don't know yet. My butt's a little sore sitting in this chair. Blue, blue, blue. See you, Craig. We appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, Kiko, Ronald, Will, Craig, everybody who's still in the house. I got a bunch of them still back in the background. Got a bunch of spies on there. So, see you guys and ladies. All right, my friends. Take care. If anybody needs something, ask somebody else. Bye, guys.